Hi, the Central Board of Secondary Education has recently issued a circular with the circular number ACAD 47/2020 in which it says the efforts to contain the spread of COVID-19 pandemic has resulted in loss of classroom teaching due to closure of schools. Therefore, the board has decided to revise the syllabi for classes 9 to 12 for the academic session 2020-21. In the circular, the board rightly terms the prevailing situation in the country as extraordinary, and the circular further says that the syllabus has been rationalized to the extent possible by retaining the core concepts. And sources say that about 30% of the syllabus has been reduced for the convenience of students, as there has not been any classroom teaching so far in this academic year. Today in this video, we are going to look at the reduced syllabus and the pattern of question paper for 12th grade students, to be precise 12th grade English core. I have already made a separate video giving all the necessary details for 10th grade students who have language and literature as one of their subjects. So for 10th grade, a separate video has already been made, and this video is going to be for 12th grade students who have English core as one of their subjects. Well, the first and foremost thing that I would like to tell you is that you should continue to watch this video till the end so that you don't miss any of the important details which will help you fetch good marks in your board examination. Now let's get going and let's start and let's see what are the changes that have been introduced by CBSE. And at the end of the video, I'll give you a list of topics and list of chapters that have been deleted by the CBSE for English core. Well, to be precise, let's look at the first section, that is reading section. But before that, let me tell you, out of 80 marks, the first and foremost good news for you is that 40 marks questions are going to be just objective type questions. Yes, you have heard it right. 40 marks questions are going to be just objective type questions. So if you pay proper attention to your studies, if you go through the text and if you do the needful, it is very likely that you are going to score high marks in the board examination. Now let's get going. In reading section, as you know, that it will carry 20 marks and it will have two passages. The first passage will carry 10 marks and the second as well will carry 10 marks. So in the first passage, you will be asked 11 multiple choice questions and you will be expected to answer only 10. That is 10 out of 11 questions will have to be done, and it will carry 10 marks. And the passage will be to assess the comprehension, interpretation and inference. The passage can be a factual passage, a descriptive passage, or even a literary passage. It can be any it can be of any type. So this is the first question or first passage which will have 10 questions and it will carry 10 marks. The second one, again, the second passage also will carry 10 marks, and similarly in the same way as the first passage, this also will have 11 questions and you will have to answer only 10. But this passage, that is second passage, will be a case based factual passage, maybe with verbal or visual inputs like statistical data, charts, newspaper reports, etc. So these are the two passages. So it can be, the first one can be factual, descriptive or literary, or the second one will be a case-based factual passage, and altogether it will carry 20 marks, all multiple choice questions. Moving on to writing section. In writing section, the writing section is going to carry 16 marks, and in this, the first question will be short writing task, and the question can be a notice writing, and advertisement writing, whatever it comes, either notice or advertisement, it will it will be answered, or it should be answered in 50 words, and in this you will have internal choice. That means one out of the two given questions will have to be answered, and it will carry 3 marks. That means notice writing or advertisement writing, there will be option, you will be given 3 marks for this. And to be precise, you have to concentrate, you have to be very mindful of the format, content and expression, because 1 mark each is given for format, content and expression. So this will carry 3 marks. The second question in this short writing task will be a formal or informal invitation and reply to invitation, and this also will have to be answered in about 50 words. And in this also you will have choice. You will be given 2 questions and you will have to answer 1. And just as the first question of writing section, this also will carry 3 marks. Similarly, 1 mark for format, 1 for content and 1 for expression. So you should be mindful of the format, content and expression so that you don't lose any marks. The third question in writing section is going to be a letter writing based on verbal or visual input, and it will have to be answered in approximately 120 to 150 words. And the type of questions can include job applications, or in other words application for job, letters to editors, giving suggestions or opinions on issues of public interest, or so on. So in this also you will have choice. 1 out of 2 given questions will have to be done, and it will carry 5 marks. And let me give you the split of marks, or how much mark will be given to what. 1 mark for format, 2 for content and 2 for expression in this question. So this will carry 5 marks. And the last question in writing section will be an article writing or report writing, or it will be descriptive and analytical in nature, and this also will be based on verbal inputs which will be which should be answered in about 120 to 150 words, and in this also you will have choice. And here also 1 mark will be given to format, 2 to content and 2 to expression. So in writing section altogether you will have 4 questions with internal choice, 2 short writing tasks which will carry 3 marks each, and 2 long writing tasks which will carry 5 marks each. So 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5, it becomes 16 marks of writing section. Now moving on to literature section. In literature section, 20 marks questions are going to be objective type questions. In this, the first one will be multiple choice questions based on 2 prose extracts, 1 each from the books Flamingo and Vistas, to assess comprehension and appreciation. And I'm sure you must have got it. It will be an extract based question, and 3 extracts will be given, and you will be expected to answer any 2. That means any 2 out of 3 extracts will have to be done, and it will carry 8 marks. That means 4 plus 4. So this is going to be multiple choice questions. The second one in this, again multiple choice questions based on poetry extract from the book Flamingo, and this also will be to assess your comprehension, analysis and inference. And here also any 1 out of 2 extracts. So in this question, second one, 2 extracts will be given, and you will be expected to answer only 1, and it will carry 4 marks. And the third question in this will be text based questions to assess your comprehension, analysis, inference and interpretation from the books Flamingo and Vistas. And in this, 8 out of 10 questions will have to be done. So this also is going to be, this question also is included in objective type questions. So here it becomes 20 marks question from literature, which is very short or objective type question. So I am sure by now you must have understood the 40 marks questions that are going to be just objective. 20 marks from a reading section and 20 marks from literature. The first question in which you will have 2 extracts, the second question in which 1 extract, and the third question which will be text based question. In this, 8 out of 10 questions will be done. So that means this becomes 20 marks of literature section, and altogether 40 marks of objective type questions. Now moving on to moving further in literature section, 24 marks questions will be subjective questions. So in this, the first question that is going to be is 5 short answer type questions out of 6. 6 questions will be given and you will be expected to answer 5 from prose and poetry from the book Flamingo. And the word limit of this will be 40 to 40 words. And it will carry 5 into 2, 10 marks. So this is a short answer type question. Again, the second question in this list is going to be 2 short answer type question out of 3 from prose, that is vistas, to be answered in about 30 to 40 words each. And here also the questions should elicit inferential responses through critical thinking. So the first subjective question in or from literature is 5 questions out of 6 from prose and poetry from the book Flamingo, and the second one 2 short answer type questions out of 3 from vistas. So the first one will from Flamingo, the marks awarded is 10 marks, and from vistas 4 marks. The next question is long answer type question from prose or poetry from Flamingo, and the word limit of this is 120 to 150 words, and this will be to assess your global comprehension and extrapolation beyond the text. And in this you will have choice. 1 out of 2 questions will have to be done, and it will carry 5 marks. And the last question will be just like this one, but the only difference is that it will be from vistas, a long answer type question based on the chapters from the book Vistas. And same here also, the word limit 120 to 150 words. You will be given choice and you will have to answer 1 out of 2. So this also will carry 5 marks. So in descriptive question or subjective questions, as I told, 24 marks is given to literature section, 10 short answer from Flamingo, 4 short answer from Vistas, long answer question each from Flamingo and Vistas 5 and 5. So it becomes 10 plus 4, 14, and then 5 plus 5, 10. 14 plus 10, 24 marks. I'm sure you must have got the layout of the question paper, and I think I need not tell you about the prescribed textbooks. You must already be aware it is Flamingo and Vistas. Now, very important, be mindful of the deleted topics. Let me give you the list of the topics that have been deleted for your class, that is 12th grade. From reading section, no questions will be asked on note making and summarizing. So note making and summarizing have been deleted from the question paper, from the syllabus. Coming to writing section, no question on poster making. Poster making has been deleted. Then no business or official letters. I'm sure you must remember when I told you about letter writing questions, the scope of question or what type of letters it will cover. I told you it can be application for job, letters to editor, giving suggestions or opinion on issues of public interest. So this is it has been restricted to only these 2 type of questions. So no official or business letters for making enquiries or registering complaints, asking for and giving information or placing orders or sending replies. No such question is going to be asked. And from writing section, speech or debate also has been speech and debate have been deleted. No questions on speech and debate. Moving on to literature section, from Flamingo, listen to the chapters that have been deleted: Poets and Pancakes, The Interview, Going Places, and from poetry, A Roadside Stand. So 3 from prose and 1 from poetry. From prose, Poets and Pancakes, The Interview, Going Places, and from poetry, The Roadside Stand. And from Vistas, 3 prose pieces, that is The Tiger King, Journey to the End of the Earth, and Memories of Childhood. So 3 prose pieces, The Tiger King, Journey to the End of the Earth, and Memories of Childhood. So I'm sure you must have got the detailed pattern of the question paper and the syllabus that you have to keep in mind for your board examination. If you have still any further question, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will be glad to answer your queries. Best of luck for your endeavor. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.